someone, so we decided to do some arms this week. What I wanted to do is just showcase, kind of, what's available in certain gyms, and my arm workouts kind of vary depending on where I am, but we'll kind of get down to the nitty gritty and talk about it a little bit. And we started with some press down movements with a straight bar. We did 2 sets, kind of get the muscle warmed up a little bit. Fortunately, no elbow pain for either of us, so it wasn't one of those issues. We went to 4 working sets, really just trying to get that extension. Okay, normally I start with rope presses, push downs, but we actually did those second. So we went over and did some ropes. We did 4 sets there, really making sure on the bottom we really get that squeeze to really bring out the horseshoe part of the tricep. Selectorized machine, we chose the hammer machine, which you can use kind of plate loaded, and we did that exercise for 4 sets. Okay, didn't go too crazy heavy, but really good pump. 12 repetitions on that. Skull crushers. So with this exercise, we pyramided up. We started with 1 weight, went 12 repetitions pretty much, moved up to about 100 pounds, I think, on that.
On the easy bar.
Yeah, easy curl bar, just easier on the elbows a little bit. But I did 12. I think you did maybe 15 reps, something like that. That was the last exercise we did for triceps. Okay. Change our spot. We started with alternate dumbbell curls, which is pretty much what I start with all the time. 8 to 12 repetitions each arm. We started with 40 pounds. We pretty much stayed with that kind of better because it's less momentum with the body, but obviously you can switch it up and do standing or whatever. We started with that. So next we move it over to the preacher hammer machine, which I really like. I always mention that keeping the elbow stationary is always good for bicep training. This exercise, still focusing on 12 repetitions, didn't go too crazy heavy, but really trying to get that super pump. And honestly, after the first set of bicep curls, even after doing triceps, I was pretty pumped up. Hence why I always do like bis and tris together. Next exercise was the 1-arm hammered elevator.
Angle, you know what I mean? You get more of a peak and then the top part of the bicep contraction.
And what I did with these is, I pretty much do 1 arm at a time for the 10 or 12 reps I was doing it, and then of course alternating arms. But you can do a double standard too, and that's kind of how we did it. We did it with like a double motion, but a lot of people do it single arm. It's an isolateral machine. You don't have to do both at the same time. So that's a really good machine for that. And of course, the elbow is elevated, so you're not using a lot of the shoulder. You guys try to isolate and want to try to get better peak on the bicep. That's a good machine for that. And then we finished with barbell curls with a cambered bar. Still sticking to 10 to 12 repetitions, but we actually use the fat grips on this other. fat grips are just thicker. I mean, it hits a different portion of the muscle.
Between the brachialis.
Yeah, brachialis. I mean, I incorporate, fat grips in a little bit. If you guys haven't tried them, make sure you check it out. But it's an ego hurter for a lot of people because you can't do as much weight when the bar is a lot thicker.
Yeah, for sure.
So overall, I think, good workout. Got it knocked out in about 40 minutes. Moved, right through the exercises. But I think the main thing is just getting a good pump out of things, not going for any weight records. Appreciate you guys following along, of course, for Mark joining us today. This is one of the gyms we like to train at. I mean, This is one of the few gyms in Vegas that has metal weights still left in it.